Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
sure. Are we ready, Steve?
Um, yes.
Okay.
What,
It's okay, I'll stage myself.
He's our PA, so.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the first of two Canvas Board meetings that we'll do to certify the February 13th special election. We will get things started this morning with Commissioner Walters giving Paul the oath.
Stand like this.
All right, so repeat after me. I solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
that the official returns and supporting documentation
that the official returns and supporting documentation
of the special election
of the special election
held on February 13th, 2024
held on February 13th, 2024
in Kitsap County,
in Kitsap County,
State of Washington,
State of Washington,
are true and correct.
are true and correct.
Great, thank you. And we'll sign this tomorrow together. A special thank you to our observer this morning for being here with us today. And we have a few things to look at. It'll hopefully be a short meeting for you guys. But the first thing we'll do is go through some ballots that were in our office research, kind of some special case situations. And the first one is a ballot that we determined was signed by another person, although this ballot does not match any signatures in that person's household. So there were no household signatures to compare it to. And we're just asking for you to either approve or reject this ballot based on the signature.
That's fine. This is an easy one.
And then I just sent initial here.
Yep.
Great, thank you. Alrighty, folks. And then we have 6 ballots here that we believe may have been signed by a family member signing their family member's name to that family member's ballot. So the first one we have here. So these are the signatures that we have on file for this voter. This is the signature we have on file. So there. Thank you. Oh, and did you want an auditor letter for that or a prosecutor letter? None of these folks have are repeat offenders for this. Auditor letter? Okay. Thank you. All right, here's our next one. So these are the signatures that we have on file for this voter. This is their family member signature and their family member signature on their own ballot. And we suspect that the family member may have signed that name there.
That was tricky.
Hmm?
You need me to find?
Yep. No, you.
Wherever. We'll go back and forth.
Cool. All right, auditor letter for this one. All right, thank you.
Whenever they're hard.
Oh, great, thanks.
Okay, so these are the signatures on file for this voter. Here's their family member's signature and their family member's signature on their own ballot. Auditor letter. Thank you. Okay. Here's this one. here are the signatures on file for this voter, their family member's signature. The auditor letter for this one. This one is pretty straightforward. Um, here is the voter's signatures on file. This is the family member's signature here. Looks like they signed above here as well and on their own ballot. And they've gotten a letter from us already saying, hey, did this happen? So we'll do an auditor letter for this one as well. Okay. Right, and we'll get ready and do our no match ballots. All auditors. Their voter record, we sent them a letter. They sent the letter back, and we think that it still does not match what was on the ballot. So this voter initially had not signed the ballot. We sent a letter out to him. They sent a signature back, but we're feeling like this signature does not match the signature on file. What's that?
We asked for a letter, or we asked them if this is what they provided, if this is what we have on file.
So in the letter, we ask them for an ballot.
Oh, okay. But this could be this is their signature. So for future, they
Mm-hmm.
they need to.
Yep. And we'll capture that one and save it to their record.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they get a letter explaining why. Or like,
That was
or-
in their
Oh,
first
last
letter.
line.
See what you're
Yeah.
thinking.
All right, this is a tiebreaker.
Yep.
Yeah, because I think
Yeah,
like
I-
this matches them, but this isn't. So what's the?
We ignore those.
So
Does
ignore
match
this? Oh, I do think that matches.
No, ignore.
So what am I ignoring?
Well,
Here.
But these-
this isn't going to match
Because
anything.
these two don't match.
We wanted, so we're asking them, because clearly this does not match this, right?
Right.
So we asked them, send us a signature back that matches what's on the ballot. This
Oh.
still does not match to us what is on the ballot.
Oh, right, it doesn't.
And,
okay.
yeah.
So that's the.
Yeah.
It is that's tough because
It's
I
tough.
think it's the person.
It's that if you ask me why do you think it's the person, I can't point to enough things in that signature that are the same.
Well, I know like this
And so it's
isn't the
just
same
my-
signature, but I think this is the same. So I think.
But it has to match the ballot.
It has
So
to
it-
match the ballot
Okay,
signature.
Okay, so
It
it's,
doesn't.
so it doesn't match it. So that's tough because it's like this the intent for them to vote, but versus so they lose their vote because they didn't follow directions.
They didn't provide us the signature that we asked for.
Usually it's maybe someone else that ballots it.
Okay.
So here we
And
have
like-
somebody who printed.
Yeah.
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 And like
Ah, that
Chad
was a hard
said,
one.
there just aren't enough things that we felt we could match to that signature. Hopefully these are less tricky as we go on, you guys. So the signature on file, the signature on the ballot, and then the signature they returned. Okay.
See different signatures.
All right, there's that one for you guys. So this is the ballot signature. These clearly match, but we felt that neither matched to this one here. Here's this one. This one kind of escaped me, but this is the signature on the ballot, the one on file, and the one that they provided.
So no, that one's confusing to me. So this because these to me look like the same person.
Yes.
And so this was sent to them because it didn't match, or
That someone had determined that this one hadn't matched. I think if I had looked at
I
this,
think-
This can match
Either one.
because this is their signature.
Okay, so this okay.
yeah, and those two.
So-
That one I did not cross my desk.
And then how do you know like if I guess this is if this is their Oh, okay, so I'm gonna approve this one because I think that they
Yeah.
match.
Thanks. There's that one for you.
So what's all this? What's the?
These are all of the signatures that we have on file for that person.
A lot to look at.
Yeah, a lot to consider.
They provided two.
Yes, it was. And then I forget the last name.
Have different dates on them.
So we have a signature update form. Yeah, they provided two.
So how would they get two letters, or is it just they?
What happened in the beginning of this election was that we had not updated our dates on the back of this letter, so the date was wrong. So we sent out an extra letter with a corrected date on it. So he got two, and he returned two.
Two different signatures.
Two different signatures.
Stuff that,
That one,
yeah,
yeah.
even though it doesn't match that, it matches.
That's okay. Yeah. Thank you. What's that? No, they were just tucked into it.
Forgot the heart.
I know, that heart would have totally sealed it.
Would've sold it for me.
Yeah, absolutely it would have. It is a defining characteristic for sure.
So do you do any outreach before the next election to remind people, like,
To look at their signatures,
look at your signature, look at your,
we occasionally do letters for younger voters. For example, their signatures tend to change really fast. Or voters who had not responded in the last general election. One year we sent all of those voters letters, stuff like that. It seems that they tend to, if they hadn't returned it, then they typically don't return it the second time, you know? But it's worth a try. And then lots of stuff on social media, of course, but
registering to vote when they do driver's ed, right?
Mhm. Yep. Or you can pre-register to vote at
Right.
16. So a lot of kids doing
Everywhere.
that.
So
Do you have
maybe
that in the
we just
schools?
don't have a last name.
We
for
have
the beginning.
we have a couple things going on in the schools. The League of Women Voters does a drive that we help out with,
Okay.
With
Um,
dotted I's.
and we did that last year.
Yeah.
And then on Temperance and Good Citizenship Day, we have drives. Paul just went out to a school a couple weeks ago and did like a talk to them. So
Yeah.
some real head scratchers today for you guys. Last one here. Okay. And I'll give you each a tray of ballots. These are all the folks whose signatures did not match and they did not return a letter to us. So, and these we're just comparing the signatures on file with the signature on the ballot. Okay, so this is yours. Excellent. Yes, some of them really do. They can have quite a handful.
And then what do you want?
And you can just set them aside, and then I'll kind of take them from you as you go along. It requires two signatures that are, or two sets of initials that agree, so you'll be seeing another round of ballots here after this, okay? To do what?
What about the others?
Oh, of course, yeah. Can you pull up this person's ballot from earlier?
Who was it?
George.
George?
Let me just take here.
Oh, no, that's mine.
Oh, that's the one you're looking at.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
This is mine too.
I'm fine. Oh, I'll stay in my lane.
Looks like the same.
We can do a letter for that one.
It's two other people, or somebody else initialed those two, but
Okay, so
keep them
here's
together.
this one. We're gonna we'll keep this together and have Chad look at it. Oh, these are all. Yeah, they're all guys.
These don't have to stay in order, do they?
No, no.
Okay.
But this looks like this and this. It's so ostensibly this person signed potential. I think we'll just do a letter for this one.
We can discuss it, I guess.
Sure, we can discuss over here. this is definitely not hers. No. Mhm. Yeah, that line, and then the motion maker.
So that's that.
Yeah. Good eye, Paul. You're getting really good at this.
It's a very unique
Yeah.
style, and it caught my attention.
Very much.
And as soon as I saw this, I've seen this bar.
Yeah.
The benefit of sitting here.
This one doesn't even look like it's that.
Yeah. And maybe it's because, although it's that same motion with the 4 all the way down, like it looks like. I'll have potentially, yeah. And as you guys are going through, if you have a ballot that needs a tiebreaker, just hold it up and I'll grab it from you.
Yes, this one's this. I think also to answer your question, that had their signature shown, so couldn't return this in a letter before the next election, asking them to update their signature because we had a problem.
So like these will all also get letters again then?
No, not necessarily. If we could make that choice. Usually we choose to do that after a general election when we have a bigger turnout.
I think it could be the same, but it's not, it's clearly not that. That would be I'd have to reject.
That's up to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hard.
Further consideration pile.
What we like to look for when we're doing these is we try to find 3 characteristics that are similar. And so if we can't quite make that, we just err on the side of caution and yeah. But then again, you guys might see
This
this.
is like the hardest part of my newly elected training. Was training.
It's not an easy training at all.
I figured I had a few more years.
Right. It's all happening on the job.
Right now, which is very appropriate.
We do. It is very appropriate.
I tried to set a table in those.
It's very interesting.
Yes, I'm
Yes,
sure.
hugely informative.
I will.
Yeah. Classy.